What is going on, my friends? Welcome to Mountain Motorsports in Roswell. I'm Chaseontwowheels, and yes, the bike you see in front of you is a 2017 CBR 1000RR, and yeah, it's the end of 2017. It has taken me way too long to ride this updated model of the CBR 1000. Personal opinion, think it's one of the best looking 1000s on the market as of right now. Well, let's get the first ride going and see if Honda has broken out of their boring mode and made a good bike. Alright guys, so 2017 Honda CBR 1000RR. I have liked the way the CBR looks since it came out. Cannot wait. I love the color, black and red, matching me. Also, you guys like the new jacket, huh? Dope sauce, right? Link in the description if you want a really cool looking jacket. Alright, let's get this thing started. Let's probably should put it in neutral before we start it. I have warmed the bike up, so sounds terrible. Yeah, I hate the sound, but you know what? Sound is just one piece of the little puzzle. As far as sitting on it right now, it feels super light. My legs are not bent very much. I'm 5'10", and you can see how much they're bent. I can stand up on the bike, but my butt doesn't come up off the seat. It's kind of just like slightly elevated. All right. Gosh, this thing is going at idle. Holy crap. Alright, so as far as body position, yeah, I mean, I'm up forward. It's a super sport. It is a super sport. I am leaned up forward, but can you guys see how fast I'm going at idle? Look at this. Like, this is just clutch and first. I was going like 10 a second ago. That's crazy. That's not normal for a bike to go that fast. You could just drive around town with the clutch, no gas needed. But yeah, so body position, I am pretty aggressive. I leaned over. My butt seems kind of tucked up, and I feel leaned forward over. Now, the last CBR I rode was a long... Jesus. This bike does have power modes. It's got, I think, 3 power modes, and then 2 or 3 user-defined modes. We've got a selector here. We can go to mode 2, which is power at 2. EB stands for engine braking. You can actually dictate how much engine braking you want, which is pretty insane. We're going to keep it in mode 1 right now. I'm really happy that how easy the mode is to change. You guys can see the controls are not... there's not a lot of controls going on. We've got a kill switch integrated with a turn on over here. Got a mode button, selector, and it's a pretty simple situation, to be honest. It's good though. I do feel like the cockpit, if you will, seems kind of tiny. It seems a little bit tiny. It is really cold today, guys, so I'm going to be taking it really easy. I never go crazy on the first rides, but I'm definitely going to be taking it easy today. Okay, for a toned down mode, that's not bad. Just lean the bike over a little bit and the bike just falls over. I need to calm down. Lamborghini dough. I don't know if you guys can see in that Jeep's rear mirror area, we got LED lights, so the bike looks phenomenal. I was walking up to it, I was doing a photo of it. It's got these really bright blue LED lights, and then it has the orange turn signals. The bike's got a phenomenal look, man. By far, to me, the best looking leader bike out right now. Huge fan of it. Alright, so let's see if we can change the modes on the go. Change into mode 2, and let me guess, off throttle and it changes. I like it. I like it a lot. No quick shifter, that's fine, no big deal. So, I was trying to say earlier, the last CBR I rode, where's the turn signal? Oh, it's way down there. Oh, okay. Sheesh. Gotta search for that. Turn signal is way down at the bottom. So the last CBR I rode, I'm willing to bet was a 2015. It was a yellow, and I used the word smooth a lot. Let's test out the engine braking. Pretty light at 3. We'll test it a little bit stronger later on. It was one of the new models at that point. It had, you know, the real curvy front. And I used the word smooth in describing that bike a lot. Everything was smooth. Acceleration was smooth. The braking was dampened, I guess is a good word. Smooth is not really a good word for braking. Right now, I can tell you that this bike is not smooth. We're in power mode 2, and I can already feel the amount of power this bike has, so God knows what mode 3 is at. Alright, starting out, it starts out okay. You know, you don't have, oh, it kicks on at like 4, a little before 4. Alright, I was gonna say you've got a little, if you stay really low in the power band, you should be okay, but you know, it touched 3,500, and this bike just starts like, okay, I'm up. Really not liking that turn signal. Really not liking where that is. You know, the thing with the controls, you're gonna get used to that. You buy this bike, you will get used to the controls, but off the bat, oh my good lord. I need to up the engine braking if I want to ride around like that. Let's pop this thing into mode 3. What does mode 2 give you? And mode 1 gives you, alright, so engine braking at 3 is at max, 1 is at minimum, but we're in 5 for the power now, so we've got the most power, period. And we're gonna putter until we get to the highway. I'm not gonna just, that was weird. I could hear it ticking, like the bike was like a ticking time bomb or something. As far as sitting here riding, I do feel like my legs are a little squunched up. You know, see, you got a little bit of a squunch factor going on with this bike. There is a cop to my right, so I'm definitely not going to haul too much ass around him. But, you know, my legs are up in my chest right now. It's it's one of those kind of situations. I'm all paranoid now because there's a cop, so I'm probably not going to talk much. You know, I came into this first ride seeing that this bike didn't come with Brembos, and it kind of let me down a little bit, to be honest. But the pulling on the front brakes, I mean, the bike's stopping, you know what I mean? It doesn't seem to be an issue. Where's that cop? Because we got a highway to get onto, ladies and gentlemen. I don't really know how to verbalize what I'm about to say, but the controls don't have a lot of movement in them. So like in a button press, the button doesn't press very far. All the controls on this bike seem to be the same way. Nothing moves a lot, but everything has a really good tactile feel. What's the right word? The bike and the controls of the bike feel very sharp. I guess, you know, very tactile, very, what's a good word for it? I don't really know. Oh, yellow light? Yes! All the yeses right now. Okay, so for you guys that don't know, this is my ideal situation. This is my highway entrance. Mexico starts about there. And I always want the red light so I can rev and so I can haul ass on the on-ramp. As long as that cop isn't back there. And I can't tell if he is or not. You better go, Jeep, or whatever you are, Toyota something. No cop, okay. Oh, it was about to kick on. What RPM is that? The bike wasn't really going as fast as I expected it to. Then it hit like, is there a cop back there? Casual, we're still in first. Casual. Okay. Holy shit! Where is the guy? Ah! I don't think the GoPro's gonna pick that up. But the bike was slow in first. It got into second, it was just like hyperspace! Oh my goodness. My God, the power band is so weird. Holy crap. I have never seen a power band work like that. Like, it's legit, y'all. 10,000 and the bike literally jerks forward. That is so high in the rev range. Because it redlines at 13.25. You get 3,000 RPMs of pure bliss, and then it cuts you off. Oh my goodness! What is this motorcycle? Oh my goodness! Woo! It might be weird, but dude, that is so fun to ride on the highway. Alright, we are going to take that out of mode 3 and put it back into mode 2. Wow! That was awesome. This might be the most fun bike I've ever ridden on the highway, just because of how the power band is. Oh gosh. Okay, what else? We got Tokiko brakes. They seem solid so far. They got the Showa adjustable forks. I'm not really sure what the rear shock is, but I do know that they have an SP model, and that's where you get your Brembo brakes, Olin suspension. So far the brakes aren't bad, suspension's fine, whatever. You know, I'm riding on the road, I'm not gonna be able to tell really how the suspension is. I'm judging the fun factor. And it's fun. I will say, on the highway, the wind was terrible. Like, I was kind of hoping it would hit my chest and help me hold myself up as a rider. Didn't really get that. So, you know, this little thing, you know, you can get a double bubble windscreen or something like that. So yeah, just like other leader bikes, this guy's got power modes. It's got engine braking adjustment, which I don't think many other bikes have, which is really cool. I'm a big fan of engine braking. I don't like using the brakes a lot. That came from my R6 days, so that's pretty cool to see. Should have traction control. I think it's got ABS. The bike's got everything you kind of expect out of a leader bike, or at least that you should expect out of a leader bike. This seems like it would be such a good bike to be your track bike slash I want to go see if I can get arrested on a highway bike. That seems like what this bike is made to be. Oh, this has got that start assist bullshit that always freaks me out. Like, am I gonna stall? Oh, the bike is making sure I don't stall? Fine. I gotta give it to Honda, man. The last time I rode a CBR 1000, it was a really good bike, but it was bland. It was like crappy vanilla ice cream. This thing is like vanilla ice cream with sriracha on top. And I love sriracha. So much power, my God. You lean the bike over and it's like, thank you! Let's do a little quick braking situation. Yeah, so as far as the brakes go, when you really put it in on the brakes, Brembos have a real bite in the very beginning of the brake. Like you do it a little bit, you are stopping. These brakes have a pretty increase in braking power as you squeeze, which is what you would expect out of a normal bike. It's definitely not Brembo's though. You know, and I feel like the braking could be a bit better. odd though, the bike actually feels more comfortable when you lean it over. It's such an odd feeling with these leader bikes these days. Oh man, that sucks because I was about to do some like, I gotta admit guys, probably the most fun I've had on a leader bike in a while. Like lighter than it feels like it's lighter than a freaking 300, like an R3 or something, but then it's got the power of a freaking Tesla rocket ship. The one thing I'm kind of not liking right now is the body position. When I'm getting in it, it's fine, but I just feel kind of cramped up. You know, you could probably get an aftermarket set of rear sets, but as far as the stock ones that are on this bike is bone stock right now, I'm just not feeling it. I'm not really feeling the squinched up body position. Now, you know, if I was at the track or something like that, I'm sure it would be solid. But judging it as a kind of road bike, it's not really doing it for me. I'm not really that happy with the body position, but you know, it makes sense. You know, I come into a turn and the bike just falls over. It's like the bike is like, no, come on, I bet you won't. I bet you won't. I bet you won't go over. You know, like that. The bike feels like it's talking to you like that when you lean it over a little bit, antagonizing you to just throw it into a corner. Since traffic's here and we have a dead squirrel, might as well look at the dash. Dash is pretty simple. It's pretty tiny. I don't really like the size of it. Like I was saying at the very beginning of this video, the bike it seems very tiny up front. You know, the dash fits in that regard, but I do appreciate that it's a full color dash. I'm not sure what type of dash. It looks solid though. You know, we got the color situation going on there. Everything's really easy to change, which is great. Everything's pretty simple too. There's a mode button that hits you back and forth between the modes, and then the, you know, your average miles per gallon and all that kind of stuff. And the menu doesn't go too crazy into everything, so that's pretty cool. I think Honda did a pretty good job of that. Alright, so guys, we're gonna pull into this parking lot up here on the right and get off the bike, take a look at it, and see all the little trimmings of the motor and the cycle, both, and the Tesla. Can we fit around here? Yeah, we can. Oh my goodness, that was not fun, whatever that was. Let's look at the Honda CBR 1000RR. Yeah, that was extra, I know. Alright dudes, 2017 Honda CBR 1000RR. You know what? I would like to make it absolutely official. I think this is the best looking 2017 leader bike. I'm making it official. There you go. That's that. I love the lights. The tail's kind of flat. You know, let's all pretend this isn't here. You get a little tail tidy. That's gone. Exhaust looks absolutely terrible. Get a little carbon fiber Acra popping out. Gonna look solid. I so appreciate this engine plate. This is obviously just like a little plate that goes over the top. The engine's silver. I'm fine with a little bit of silver poking, but thank you, Honda, for going the extra mile and just printing out this. What is this, plastic? Yeah, it's just plastic. God knows how cheap that is. So many companies could just do that, and they don't have to worry about these engine colors, because y'all know I'm a stickler. I don't know who at Honda was like, hey man, let's put like this frame kind of plastic slider thing going on there. We just got to put a bolt. You know, it breaks up this whole flat area, gives you some cohesion. Honda, good job on whoever you hired. This, that's a little gimmicky, this little faux carbon fiber bullshit. You can take that crap off. That's not needed. Look at the attention to detail. We've got little red lines here. This red continues, and they even have it recessed. All you other manufacturers, let's take a look at the detailing that Honda put into the looks. You know, and I know the engine does good. They shaved off some weight and stuff like that, and it does more power at less weight, so they did a good job actually making the bike. But you know, they paid a lot of attention to the bike itself. Even the engine pieces over here, we have like a dark gray, so solid. Okay, Showa rear shock, adjustable still, not Öhlins, but you know, not terrible. One thing I did notice was the fairings. So check this out. The fairing looks like it bolts on here and then all the way down there. That's only a couple bolts, and you have the whole fairing side off. So you're not going to come into that typical issue where your sport bike has a ton of bolts to take off the fairing. So Looks wise, Honda nailed it on this bike. Can you guys imagine if you took the swing arm off and like powder coated that red? Dude, dope sauce. You're welcome if you end up doing that. So what we're going to do now, guys, is I'm going to crank the bike up and I'm going to rev it up so you guys can hear the stock exhaust. And before I do that, I got to remind you guys, I do a blog post for every first ride I do over at Chaseontwowheels.com. I take some high-def freaking photos that you guys can download if you want like a wallpaper or something like that. I do a little bit of a review, like I rate it and stuff like that. And I also record the audio with a good recorder so you can hear a little better how the exhaust sounds. So if you guys are interested to see some really cool photos, make sure to check out Chaseontwowheels.com, or you can click the link down below. But for now, let's get this thing cranked up, let you guys hear the stock exhaust. Is it a neutral? Not a neutral. Now you are a neutral. Okay. 2017 Honda CBR 1000RR. As good as this bike looks, man, sounds like shit. Sounds like shit. But then again, that is why we have companies like Two Brothers and Akrapovic or Akrapovic, whichever flavor of ice cream of that you like. But guys, let's finish this video up. Alright, so 2017 Honda CBR 1000RR. Final thoughts. Well, I love this bike. I love the way it looks. I think Honda nailed it so hard on the looks. I think controls wise, they have done a really good job of simplifying it. I wish the dash fit into the front of the bike a little better instead of looking like some little generic little square that they put in there. But I can look past that type of stuff. I can't look past that cop. But the power comes on very odd. It comes on what it feels like in 3 stages. First stage is, you know, low down in the rev range, nothing there. Next stage is the 60% of the bike in the middle of the rev range, where it's got some power, you know, it'll get you going. And then it loses its freaking mind over 10,000 RPMs. Those are the 3 different stages this bike has. As far as ergonomics, whichever one. As far as ergonomics go, you're crunched up. You're leaned over a little bit, but you are super crunched up. Your legs are going to be all tucked in. I love the fact that we have power control, we have traction control, and we also have engine braking control, specifically the engine braking. That's not a feature you see on too many motorcycles, so I really like that. I like that they've included user modes in here so you can customize the bike to how you want it. And the mirrors, I mean, they're about normal for motorcycle mirrors. They're not great. Motorcycle mirrors have 2 options. Either, holy crap, you could actually keep those, or the other 95% of the mirrors that just suck and you know that you're never going to use them. They're in that category. As far as the Tokikyo whatever brakes, not bad. They don't have a lot of bite on them, but they do just fine. Suspension wise, let's be honest, I'm on the road, not going to be able to judge suspension very well. As far as things that I would have liked to see on this bike, I would have loved to see like a quick shifter. I don't have to go as far as like an auto blipper or anything like that, but I would have loved a quick shifter, and I'm sure you can get that, you know, but it would have been nice if they would have included it. This bike is like 16-17 grand, so it is more expensive. So you would expect a bike in that price range to come with a quick shifter. But yeah, overall, I love this bike. I don't know if it's my favorite riding bike of 2017 liter-wise, but I know that I've had more fun with this bike on the highway than I think any other bike, just because of the way the bike is made and the power is given. It was the most fun on the highway. That's all I can really say. And guys, before I call this video over, massive shout out to my guys over at Mountain Motorsports in Roswell, #favorite location. If you guys are around there, make sure to go in and check this bike out, or if you're in the area, they have tons of freaking motorcycles, and it was because of them that I am able to ride any of these motorcycles and let you guys know what it's like riding them for the first time, because a lot of people don't have that opportunity. But guys, I appreciate you watching this point in the video. If you enjoyed the video or you found it helpful, make sure to share it out and hit the like button on this video. It is always super helpful to you guys to share the videos out for people that need to know more about the motorcycle. I'm Chase on Two Wheels. This has been a Chase on Two Wheels first ride. of the 2017 Honda CBR 1000RR. I appreciate you guys watching the video. I will see you guys on the next one. You guys go out there and ride positive, and I'll see you later. Bye. What up, outro crew? So last first ride, I kind of shafted you guys. I hadn't done the outro crew thing by the time I did the last first ride. I apologize. But real talk, this bike is freaking dope. Honda has come out of their shell. They are not making boring motorcycles, or at least this is not a boring motorcycle. I'm not going to judge every one of Honda's motorcycles, but as far as this one goes, they are outside of that boring kind of vanilla shell, which is awesome to see. Honda, huge high five. You guys did a great job on this bike. It's really good to see that this is the direction, hopefully, that you're going with motorcycles. We don't need these boring meh bikes. We need something fun that makes us want to ride. See you guys on the next one.